Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Speak Flow podcast. I'm Emily, and I'm so excited to be here with my co-host, Paul. How are you feeling today, Paul?
Hey, Emily. I'm feeling great, thanks. Super excited for today's episode. And hello to all our listeners. After our last episode on Can AI Replace Human Creativity? We received so many messages. People were asking some really interesting questions about their daily lives.
Exactly. Many of our listeners said, Emily and Paul, we get it. AI can create music or art, but what about connecting with other people? How does AI affect our friendships, our family relationships, or even romantic connections?
And that's a really important question. AI is everywhere, from the apps that suggest who you should be friends with, to chatbots that respond to your messages instantly, to virtual assistants that help you manage your calendar. All of these are supposed to make life easier and keep us connected. But the question is, do they actually make us feel more connected?
Right. Think about messaging apps that use AI to suggest replies. On one hand, it's convenient. You're busy, you get a suggestion, you respond quickly. On the other hand, it's not really your own voice. It's a tiny shortcut that may save time, but might also make conversations feel less personal.
Exactly. And it's not just about text messages. AI is also in video calls now. Think filters, virtual backgrounds, and even AI avatars. They make interactions visually fun or efficient, but they can also create a layer of distance. Sometimes it feels like we're connecting with a representation of a person, not the real human being.
That's a great point. Let's take a very simple, real-life scenario. Imagine you have a friend who lives in another country. You can video call anytime, and an AI app can even translate your words perfectly if you speak different languages. That seems amazing, right?
It does. But here's the catch. Imagine your friend just got a promotion at work and they're excited. If you're relying on AI-assisted communication, the joy might be shared, but the subtle emotional cues, the excitement in their voice, the way their eyes light up, might be lost or diluted. AI can help bridge the language barrier, but it can't fully replicate the human experience.
Exactly. That's why understanding AI's role in human connection is so important. It's not about rejecting technology. It's about knowing its limits. AI can enhance interactions, but it can't replace the depth, the nuance, and the emotional resonance that humans bring to relationships.
Absolutely. And this is where balance becomes key. Think of AI as a tool. It can remind you to check in with friends, suggest thoughtful gifts for birthdays, or even help you remember small but important details about your loved ones. But the heart of connection, the empathy, the laughter, the shared silence, is something AI cannot manufacture.
All right, Paul, let's dive a little deeper. One of the things I notice every day is how much people rely on AI in social media. Algorithms decide what posts you see, who appears in your feed, even suggest friends. It's crazy how much AI is shaping the way we interact online.
Yes, and that's both exciting and a little scary. On one hand, you get to discover people with similar interests, join communities, and connect with friends across the globe. But on the other hand,
There's a risk that these connections are a bit artificial. People might be connected to hundreds or even thousands of friends online, but how many of those are real, meaningful relationships?
exactly. And AI can make these connections feel satisfying temporarily. Like when an app highlights someone's birthday and you get a notification, you send a quick message and feel good. But it's different from remembering it naturally, taking the time to send a personal note, or planning to celebrate together. That's human care.
I love that distinction. Let's make it more relatable. Imagine a college student, Anna. She uses an AI app that reminds her to send birthday messages, suggests text replies, and even schedules calls with her friends. Anna is technically connected with everyone, but she starts feeling something's missing. The depth, the emotion, the spontaneity. It's just not there.
Exactly. And that's the key. AI is incredible for organization and efficiency. But when it comes to true connection, human intuition and empathy are irreplaceable.
And don't forget group dynamics. For instance, think about AI moderating a discussion in a virtual meeting. It can suggest topics, detect sentiment, maybe even prevent conflicts. But it cannot understand context the way humans do. Subtle jokes, cultural references, or emotional undertones might be completely missed.
Right. So the takeaway is that AI is a powerful assistant, but not a replacement. If we over-rely on it for our social interactions, we might actually feel more disconnected, even though on the surface, we're connected.
I think a lot of people also underestimate the value of offline connections. Taking a walk with a friend, cooking together, having coffee face to face. Those moments are full of emotions AI cannot replicate.
Totally. And there's also something interesting about AI learning from us. Every message we send, every reaction, every interaction teaches AI patterns of behavior. It can predict what might make someone happy or sad, but it doesn't understand the feelings behind those reactions.
Exactly. And here's another fun example. Some AI apps create virtual companions, like chatbots or AI friends. People get attached, and sometimes it feels comforting. But the moment you want a real conversation, with unpredictability, humor, or shared memories, AI falls short.
So listeners, here's a practical tip. Embrace AI for organization and small support tasks, but prioritize real human interaction. Go out, meet people, laugh, share stories. That's what builds strong connections, memories, and emotional bonds.
And I love adding this. Using AI wisely can actually enhance our relationships. For example, remembering someone's favorite movie, sending a thoughtful message, or planning a meetup. Those small enhancements can make us more present and caring, rather than lazy or distant.
Exactly. AI can amplify our empathy if we use it consciously, but it cannot replace our own efforts in building meaningful relationships.
All right, Paul. Now let's move on to something a little more personal. Family and close relationships. AI is everywhere in our homes these days. Smart assistants remind parents to take their medications, help schedule family events, even suggest activities. Convenient, right?
Totally, Emily. But here's the thing. Convenience doesn't equal connection. Imagine your parents get a notification reminding them to call you. They do it, sure. But is it the same as feeling that warmth or excitement from actually thinking about you themselves? Not really.
Exactly. And this gets even more interesting with couples. There are apps that suggest date ideas, send romantic reminders, or even generate sweet messages. Sounds romantic, but can it capture your shared inside jokes or the small, spontaneous gestures that make a relationship unique?
Haha, exactly. Imagine your partner gets a perfectly AI-generated poem. Romantic, yes. But will it remember that one silly story you laughed about last week? Or that awkward but funny moment from your first date? That's pure human magic. AI can't replicate it.
And what about friends? Group chats, suggested memes, even AI auto-replies. Convenient, yes, but they sometimes take away the joy of crafting a personal, witty response. That creativity, that playful spontaneity is what strengthens friendships.
Totally agree. And think about dating apps. AI can match people based on profiles, suggest conversation starters, and even predict compatibility. But chemistry? The spark that makes you laugh at each other's quirks, the unpredictable moments. AI can't touch that.
Yes, and here's a funny but true scenario. Someone might get attached to a virtual AI companion. It's cute, responsive, even comforting. But the moment they want real emotions, shared laughter, or unpredictable stories, AI can't deliver. It's predictable, logical. Humans aren't.
Exactly. And it goes beyond romantic or friendship relationships. Think about school or work groups. AI can suggest topics, moderate discussions, even detect conflicts. But subtle humor, sarcasm, or emotional undertones? Totally missed. That's why human intuition is irreplaceable.
Right. And one more example. Consider long-distance friendships. AI can help you schedule calls, suggest fun games, or even translate conversations if your friend lives abroad. But it can't replace the small details, the laughter over a shared memory, the inside jokes, the pauses that make conversations feel alive.
Totally. And this is why I think a lot of people underestimate offline, in-person connections. Cooking together, going for a walk, grabbing coffee. Moments full of sensory experiences, emotions, and human spontaneity. AI can't replicate those.
Exactly. And here's a thought. The more AI learns from our interactions, the better it gets at predicting responses. But predicting doesn't equal feeling. It can't genuinely empathize. That's why human care and intuition remain unmatched.
And listeners, one practical takeaway here. Use AI for support and organization, yes, but make space for real human interactions. Laugh, tell stories, go on little adventures together. That's where bonds grow, memories are made, and emotional connections deepen.
Totally. And using AI wisely can even enhance your relationships. Remembering favorite movies, planning small surprises, or sending a thoughtful message, those little things show presence and care. AI is a helper, but you are the one creating meaning.
Exactly. AI can amplify empathy if we use it consciously, but it cannot replace the effort, thoughtfulness, and emotional energy that humans bring into relationships.
All right, Paul, we've covered so much today. From social media and messaging apps to family, friends, and even romantic relationships. It's clear that AI can be incredibly helpful in organizing our lives, suggesting ideas, and even giving us reminders.
Exactly, Emily. But the main takeaway is that while AI is a powerful assistant, it's not a replacement for human connection. The empathy, humor, unpredictability, and shared memories. Those are things only humans can provide.
Right. And listeners, think about the small ways AI enhances your interactions. Maybe it reminds you to call a friend, or helps you plan a thoughtful surprise. That's great. But remember, the depth of relationships comes from your personal effort, presence, and care, not just from technology.
Absolutely. And one more thing, don't forget the value of offline, in-person connections. Going for a walk, having coffee, sharing stories, or even laughing at silly moments together. That's where real bonds are formed. AI can't replicate that.
So, if you enjoyed this episode, here's a small favor to ask from all of you. Like the episode, share it with your friends, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with every new episode of SpeakFlow Podcast. That way, you won't miss any tips on language, life, and how to balance AI with real human connection.
And remember, the ultimate magic in relationships comes from you, your attention, your empathy, your humor, and your effort. AI is just a helper. You are the heart.
Thank you so much for tuning in today. We hope you enjoyed exploring AI and human connection with us. Keep reflecting, keep connecting, and keep practicing your English.
Bye, everyone. Stay curious, stay human, and remember, the best connections are the ones that come from genuine care. Talk to someone today, laugh a little, and make it real.